I'm Trent, and this is Vision Preparedness.
Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing today? Good to see y'all. A little change of scenery for you. I wanted to get outside today because it's 63 and overcast in the great state of Ohio. If I can get a 5x5 to make sure that I am not talking to myself nor looking at myself. Good to see everybody. Come on in here, grab a seat and have a sit down. We're going to have us a nice conversation today. Let me speak to some folks. Sister Marie's Kitchen, good to see you. How are you? Dawn People, hope you're doing well. Happy Tuesday to you too. Scott Hummer in the place. Good to see you, my friend. My man, the Prepared Irishman. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you for the 5x5. Pete and Mad Shad. Hope everybody's doing well today. Tracy K in the house. Good to see you as well. Devil Dog Prepper. Good evening. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Ghost Lincoln in the house. How are you, my friend? Hope you're doing well and having a great day. Psalm 146, Home and Gardening, is in the building. Good to see you. I hope you are doing well. My man, Dan H., good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Mass Hole is in the house. Yes, Ghost Lincoln, I am glad you made it also. Hope you've had a great day as well. Who else we got in here? Official Jamia, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Dave Simons, good afternoon, sir. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Water Tiger, welcome. Fallen Skies Homesteading and Preparedness channel. Good to see you as well, my friend. And one of my amazing moderators, Mr. Mad Shad. Greetings from the Erie Coast. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. And again, my Renaissance grandma. Hope you're having a great day today. Come on in, folks. Come on in. Again, Dan, thank you for the 5x5. Astain 85, good to see you. Hope you are well. Tracy K, hello. If I did not speak to you already, Scooby 1012, welcome and thank you, my friend, for the 5x5 as well as everybody else. Juan Perez, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Pete, good to see you as well. Y'all just pouring in here. Nicole Marie, good to see you and thank you. I'm glad you can see me. And OHIO. And if y'all ain't from Ohio, you wouldn't understand that, but it is what it is. Good to see you, Walt Longmire. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Forgive me if I mispronounced your last name, Walt. I hope I got it right. Then again, we have the Virginia Bushcrafter. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well as well. Y'all come on in. Motivation from the weightlifting geek. My brother, my brother, my brother. That's right. We outside tonight. We got nice backyard scenery. We doing our thing. And Pete, good evening to you too from Northeast Florida. Good to see you. Uh-oh. Yeah, you right, Mad Shad. Take cover. Love raid. Absolutely. Absolutely. M&T Living and Cooking. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. This is amazing. And my brother over there in East Tanzania, We all in here, fam. I hear you, African Dreaming. Folks, if y'all have not checked out African Dreaming or Motivation from the Weightlifting Geek, I suggest you do it. Yardbirds, come on in. Take your shoes off. Stay a while. You are absolutely right, my friend. Ms. B and fam, good to see you. Geek Squad raid for sure. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We are family, and welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Get down, sit down, get seated, grab yourself a good cup of coffee or a beverage of your choice, because we're going to do some talking tonight. And who knows, I may even drop a link and have some folks come on up and give their opinion. Regional Sky Girl, good to see you. I hope you're doing well wherever you are today in the country. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, folks, our topic for today, getting home safely during chaos. And do me a favor, I pinned a poll to the top of the chat. If you have not partaken in the poll, please do. And we will share the results through the live stream tonight so we can get either confirmation or denial of some facts or fiction, or call it what you like. But welcome. I'm glad to see everybody. I hope everybody had an amazing Tuesday. It's been raining here for most of the day, off and on. And I wanted to get outside today because I was tired of being in the house all day. It's 63 degrees and breezy, and wanted to make some changes and change it up, not only for me, but for y'all as well. Whiteside Tactical Solutions, good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. So, getting home safely during chaos, folks, which leads to a couple of things. One thing is Bug Out Adventures. Welcome. Good to see you. You know, you hear or you've seen, you've even heard me talk about it briefly, about having a bug out bag or a get home bag or a get home bag. I'm not really fond of bug out bags, but I understand them. And I have several just in case. But I prefer more of a get home bag because most of the times for the majority of us, you're either at work or you're not home. And if there is a major event that happens, chances are you're not going to be home or your loved ones aren't going to be home either. Modi Soldier, welcome in, my friend. Hope you're doing well today on this wonderful Tuesday early evening. So, you know, I just wanted to talk about with everybody and get your opinions and get everybody's brain thinking about getting home safely during chaos. And we all saw on the tube or the news a couple years ago of all the riots and chaos that went on in our country. And if you were in one of those cities where all of that stuff took place, I hope you stayed safe, got home safe, and same for your family members as well. TLC in the garden, good to see you. I am glad you stopped in. CUCV Farmer, welcome. Everybody, y'all just keep piling in and piling in. Well, we're going to make room for everybody so that everybody is comfortable. Y'all come on in here and sit down, and give your opinions. So during chaos, and as I was watching all of that mess unfold on TV, I kept thinking to myself, what would I do in a situation like that? Or would my loved ones know what to do? And what I always do, exactly, Dan. I'm going to leave that there and come right back to it. Great comment. Would they know what to do if a riot broke out? And most of you, or at least I do, everywhere I go, I'm making sure there is the first thing I want to talk about is an escape route. You know, If you go into a building or a restaurant or a store or whatever, do you know where the exits are? Do you know how many exits there are? Do you know how you can get out quickly and safely? You know, be familiar, especially if you go into an area that you're not so familiar with, have an escape route. And Dan says that's why my get home bag is bigger than my bug out bag, 67 miles. Absolutely. And I've talked about that. And we're going to be bringing some other things right after the bug out weekend online that talk about this. Right, Shad, how to make an exit. Right, know how to get away from chaos or tragedy or an event or stuff that's going on. You know, get familiar with the area. If you're just visiting an area for a couple hours or overnight or a weekend, or if you're on vacation, know the exits. Know the area if you're out and about in the city, you know, where you could go. Remember how you got into where you're at. Can you exit out or get out the same route, or do you have to take an alternative route? Those are some of the things we need to think about. Think about your escape routes. What if you work in a volatile area? Or, you know, you're in downtown USA in a major city. Exactly. Those are the things we need to know. Jay Creature, good evening. Welcome, 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 Deborah Garrett. Bug Out Adventure says, funny, I just talked about this with one of my grandchildren. Right, escape plan. You gotta know. And as Jay Creature says, that OODA loop, observe the OODA loop. You gotta have an OODA loop, folks. Observe, orient, decide, and act is a 4-step approach to decision-making that focuses on filtering available information. I'm going to leave that up there for a while, Jay Creature, because you said exactly what I was going to next. Got to have an OODA loop, folks. Got to. You have to know. You have to observe your environment. You have to orient yourself. Where are you at? Where can you go? Where is the trouble coming from? How many of us have seen movies where the crowd just starts running? Well, I'm not going to always just follow the crowd and run the same direction they are. I may want to look for an alternative route to go. And you have to make a decision and then act upon it. Okay. Carry small amounts of cash with you, just in case you need to quickly arrange transportation. Maybe it may be quicker to jump in that cab or whatever to get out of the way than whatever is there. Jason in VA, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Magic, good to see you as well. Bats, welcome. Welcome. Yes. As Bat says, anybody, legal stuff to carry. Body blue, raised arms. I always do, Bats. I have my conceal and carry license. And Ohio is a constitutional state, and we do not need a license to carry concealed any longer. But I carry my license. I have my license, and I'm going to keep my license for 2 reasons. Reason number 1, I want to be able, if something happens and I have to go to court and I have a license, my license and my training will prove that I have training, which will help my case. And number 2 is I want reciprocity. If I'm going out of state, I want to know that my conceal and carry license has reciprocity with that state as well. But yes. So folks, carry small amounts of cash just in case you may have to shove the family in a cab and get out of there quickly if you have discerned that the vehicle close at hand is a viable option of getting out of the way quickly. So, second of all, remain calm. We got to remain calm. Because and I don't like to use the word riot, but chaos brings intense emotions boiling to the surface, which in turn will cause your adrenaline to start kicking in, and survival instincts also will kick in, and the body will do either flight or fight. And that's part of the OODA loop with Orient. You got to stay calm in chaos, because if you stay calm, you can think clearer and make the correct decisions that you need to do. Yes, that is absolutely correct, Jay Creature. Keep in mind, if you shoot someone, your social media will be used against you 100%. And I guarantee you, if you are in the right or the wrong, and you have to use a said weapon of stopping the threat, you are going to jail, regardless, right, wrong, or indifferent. Red Row 2, good to see you, my friend. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. So remain calm, folks, at all times. That helps you making clear, precise decisions, because adrenaline, like I said, does trigger fight or flight. And you need to be able to make a decision purposefully. Number 3, if you have family members with you or friends or whatever, keep them close. You want to keep everybody together and do everything necessary not to get separated. Teresa, good to see you. I hope you're doing well this evening. Wolfang, good to see you. Greenleaf, good to see you. Hope you're doing well this evening. Keep the family close, keep everybody together, and move as a group, folks, okay? If you have small kids, you either pick them up or you grab their hands and do not let go, for sure. And as Bat says, if you have to encounter somebody, keep your valuables spread out over your body. Put money in socks, things like that, just in case. Just in case. But yes, keep everybody close, especially if you have little ones. I would personally pick them up and carry them. That way, you all know where they are. Stay away from the crowd. Right. And as Jay Creature says, chat jumped, do not make comments after use of force. Correct. Adrenaline will do crazy stuff to you. Right. Melon, wait, then talk via lawyer. I would, and on that note, Jay, if something goes down, I will tell the police officer, I will cooperate 100%, but first I want to talk to my lawyer. Right. And as Estain says, stay away from crowds whenever possible. If you see something going on down the street and it's a crowd, avoid that crowd. One of the books that I read, it says in the book, a wise man sees danger ahead and avoids it. I'm paraphrasing, but that's what we need to do. You want to avoid crowds. And if you see the danger happening in a crowd or a crowd gathering, stay away from it. Don't worry about wonder, well, I wonder what's going on up there. Let's go see. Stay away from it. That will come in handy for sure. Canna John, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Come on in, have a seat, sit down, and enjoy yourself. You're absolutely right, Moldy Soldier. That is in the word. That is the word. You are correct. You're absolutely right. Rapture Ready, good to see you, my friend. Fish Sticks, good evening. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Good evening, Insabra Ner. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Parabellum Prepper, good evening. Right, your VA PSD keeps me from doing that. I understand that, Parabellum. I get it. I know how that is. I don't like crowds either, and neither does my kids. But folks, you know, keep the loved ones close, move as a group. That is very vital. And don't, like I said earlier, don't get involved. If there is chaos going on, there's a group of folks doing something, breaking windows, all of that, do not indulge. Do not get involved. Get away as quickly as possible. That is what you want to do. And Jay Creature also says, familiarize yourself with the lesser of two evils, doctrine and how it works in your state. Sometimes you can break the law if it's reasonable in lesser than two evils. Absolutely. I am not a lawyer. I ain't trying to be, but there it is. Okay, we got a question here from Psalms 146. Is there ever a situation where it could be wise to blend in with the crowd? Absolutely. And here's how you blend in, Psalms 146. And I'm glad you said that. Couple of things. Never run. Don't start running unless immediate danger is like upon you. Walk in the direction or walk away from the crowd. Try not to make eye contact. You want to be as gray man as possible. You want to blend in, but yet get away from the crowd and go the other way. I'm with you, old mutt, and welcome. Good to see you. He said, at my age, hospital first, lawyer second. I'm with you. I am with you. And I will say this as a joke, you know, life in prison is no longer a deterrent for me at my age. And there we go. But yes, I agree with you, old mutt, for sure. Hospital first, then lawyer. Yes, magic. Right. Gray man. You want to blend in Psalms 146, but you want to go in the opposite direction. That's why I say don't run. That way you don't draw attention to yourself or your family, and try not to make eye contact with a whole lot of people. You know, put the blinders on, but be aware of your surroundings and go in the opposite direction. And that's what you want to do. Right. Correct, Jay. Jay Creature says 3 general choices: run, hide, or fight. And you know, maybe if there's something going on and you're hearing pew-pews, you may want to duck behind something to get out of the way for a moment and then get out of the way. Parabellum Prepper says, I've been in a lot of places I shouldn't have been. I've always had success with acting like I'm supposed to be there while separating myself. That's absolutely right, Parabellum Prepper. And that's all about being gray man. You can be there, but you want to blend in and make your egress and get yourself out of the way. Folks, thank you, Mad Chad, for reminding me. For all the content creators in the chat, if you want, if you type the word vision, it will drop your link. And everybody in the chat, we got tons of creators in here that have as much knowledge, if not more than me. A lot of them are smarter than me because I am not the sharpest pencil in the drawer, but I can scratch out a message every now and again. Type vision, it'll drop your link. Folks, share them out. Go check them out. Hit the like button, watch a video, leave a comment. Tell them I sent you over. Check them out. That's how we all grow, because we all grow together. But, you know, folks, Roaming Prepper, good to see you, my friend. Just wrapping up dinner. How are you all? I'm doing well, Pete, and I'm going to be eating shortly after this, hopefully. Regional Sky Girl says, example of being gray man. I recall last year there was horrible drama at a particular airport. The flight crew was instructed to change out of their uniforms to blend in with the passengers. Absolutely. That is absolutely correct, Regional Sky Girl. You want to blend in and move in a direction that will get you safely out of the way of chaos. Very good. Very, very good. And And that's what you want to do, folks. You want to blend in, yet be able to separate yourself, like Parabellum Prepper said, separate yourself from the crowd so that you veer out of the way of harm or danger and get to safety as possible, as quick as possible. So what if you're in a car and you turn down the street and they're burning it on, there's chaos, okay? If you're in a vehicle, stay in the vehicle and continue to drive calmly and safely out of the way. Now, it's easier said than done. David Simmons, I completely understand. Due to my height, I attract attention. I get it, my friend. And, you know, that's where you know what you need to do and act accordingly. But if you're in a car, I would not leave my vehicle. And depending on the level of the threat, I'm not leaving my vehicle. I am driving out of the way, getting out of the way. And I'll just say this, at any cost. Jay Creature said, you'd be surprised what they sound like in an urban environment. Several times I've had to ask myself, was that? Yes. And I've always been in the same parking lot and been shocked how loud. That is correct. That is absolutely correct. Prepper Good Book Club. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Hope you are having a great day. And so, folks, in a car, remember, you're in a position of power when you're driving, because as far as I know, man has never won against vehicle in a head-on confrontation. And I'm going to leave it at that. If you're in a car, stay in it. Leave your windows up and drive accordingly. I'll say that as well. And we already talked about moving out of the way calmly and peacefully as possible without causing a scene or drawing attention to yourself or to anybody else. Modi Soldier says, all right, Vision, my baby girl's baseball game is about to start. Got to scoot. Love y'all. Modi Soldier, I hope she wins. I hope she's an amazing baseball player, and enjoy your evening with the family watching the game. And I'm going to just say, folks, being in a chaotic situation is not always easy to deal with, depending on who you are, what's going on. Just don't panic, stay calm, and act accordingly. And as Shad says, right, when you hear those pew-pews go off, you know, the direction is weird. We just had one outside of work. I thought it was coming from the left, but it was actually coming from the right. Correct. Sometimes you may not be able to orient yourself to truly listen and understand which direction it's coming from. That's when you have to really, really observe and get control of the situation and orient yourself. So you know what direction to go to. J3GS Farm, good to see you, my brother. Hope you're doing well. And as the roaming prepper says, and folks, if you have not been following the roaming prepper, I highly suggest it. He travels not just over the country. He's in country, out of country. He's been all over the place. And as he says, if you're on a business trip, be sure to have a ready change of clothes, or at least footwear. Keep jeans and a hoodie in your backpack and able to blend in. Absolutely right. Especially if you happen to be in business casual wear, suit jacket, shirt, pants, have a change of clothes. Like Sky Girl, Regional Sky Girl said, you know, the flight crew changed out of their uniforms so that they would blend in with the passengers. You know, folks, these are just things we have to keep in mind because of the times we're living in now. And I am a firm believer of blending in and just being able and being ready at all times. And that's just the way of life, and I accept it, and I'm moving on. Magic says exoskeletons soon to be a game changer. Yeah, that's true. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Jay Creature says Toyota Tundra Pro has a button for rock. I plan on using that to climb Mount Antifa. Yes, I'm with you, Jay. I'm going to throw my Silverado in four-wheel drive and keep it moving. I'm with you, Dave. Right. If I need to leave the road, of course, I don't drive a little car. Right. If you have to leave the road to get out of harm's way and get away, do so, because I plan to. And as Prepper Book Club alluded to, know multiple routes to get home and practice them. If you're driving to and from work every day, don't drive the same route. Make sure you have different routes to get to work and from home from work, just in case. Keep your doors locked. Absolutely, Water Tiger. Most newer cars, the doors lock automatically. I think at 15 miles an hour could be slower, but most cars do. Folks, that's what we just have to do and be prepared. Unicorn Lady Tech, good to see you and welcome. Welcome in. I'm glad to see you tonight. Hope you're doing well. As the roaming prepper says, CUCV farmer for sure. Even for fire safety, you don't want to run barefoot with cinders on the floor, especially in a fire. You're absolutely right. All-American Prepper says, working in security, I've been in a lot of chaotic situations. Now I'm used to it. Right. So his skills have now become muscle memory, and he knows what to do when he may come across such an event. And that's what we have to do, folks. That's what we have to do. And by the way, if you have not participated in the poll, please do so. We're going to give it about 5 more minutes. Then we're going to close it and see what the results are. But in the meantime, for those of you that are here, do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up button, share this out, because this is information that everybody needs to know and understand. Because we all should have a plan. Even in chaotic times, how are you going to get home safely? Prime example is if you are separated from your family and there is an event, does everybody either know what to do or know how to communicate either where they are or where they're going to meet? Do you have a plan in the event something happens that you have a place to meet and then proceed home or whatever your plan may be? That's what we have to do, folks. Jay Creature, absolutely. My favorite get home movie, Falling Down, with Kirk Douglas in his suit stacking bodies. That's right, folks. If you have not seen that movie, go watch it. Falling Down is a good movie. Absolutely. I highly recommend it. All-American Prepper, have your everyday carry. I don't leave my house without it. Always. I have it with me 9 out of 10 times. It's on my person. If not, it is in my vehicle. Correct, Jason. If you do not blend in, you're automatically a target. That's right. You got to make sure, folks, that you're not standing out nor drawing attention to yourself. Tracy, you're absolutely right. I keep a folding handsaw thing with me and a 550 cord besides a knife. I'm with you. I have all that stuff just as well in my vehicle. Also, it stays in my truck. Tracy says, I need to get a small 4x6 tarp or something. Yeah, keep a get home bag in your vehicle, folks. Always. Yes. That's you got that right, mid-GA preparedness. Pops always said men drive trucks. Every man should have at least one truck in the family. Yes, I agree with you 100%. But you know, folks, that's just what we have to do. We have to be prepared for anything. We may not have all the preps or all the gear for everything, but we need to be prepared for anything and be able to get home safely, because the goal is always get home safely. Even if you have to go get family members, get them and get home safely. Roaming Prepper says, Vision, I'd highly recommend walking around your office or work area to understand terrain and if your bag fits well. That is correct. Make sure that your bag doesn't stand out either. Everybody wants these tactical bags with MOLLE attachment and paracord and all this stuff hanging off of it. But as the Roaming Prepper says, your get home bag should also be a gray man bag if necessary, if you carry it with you in your office. Look at the backpacks and the side bags and handbags that everybody else is carrying, and have a bag that you carry with you that fits in. Get a plain old book bag. You know, I have several book bags from my last job that they gave out to everybody to keep your computers and stuff in, and laptops and all that mess. And I have several of those that I have used those bags to make into family member get home bags. So those particular bags blend in their surroundings. But yes, that is a very good point, Roaming Prepper. And thank you for that, Pete. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Educated Natural. You never know where or when you may be when something goes down. So you want to make sure that you blend in to your environment and have the necessary items you may need to get home and get home safely. Yes, absolutely, Dave. Right. Your door's locking his vehicle as soon as he takes his foot off the brake. Right. Exactly. Jay Creature, I carry a floor jack in my truck just in case. You never know when you may need it or have to use it. Orion Preparedness, good to see you, my friend. Welcome. Number 1, avoid areas of population. 2, be aware of your location. And 3, get off the X. Correct. And take that to heart, folks, because that is absolutely very, very good. Correct. All American Prepper says that's why I have dirt tires on Harley Davidson. That's right. You never know whether you're on a motorcycle, in a truck, in a car, whatever. Be prepared. Unicorn Lady Tech says, I try not to leave my home for work at the same time every day just in case. That is correct. Folks, you never know who could be watching you. You're leaving your house, going to work, or leaving work and coming home. Don't drive the same route home and to and from every day. Maybe vary your leaving from home or leaving from work at different times, if possible. You know, that's the way to do it. That way you're not creating a pattern that whoever's watching you can follow and know by. That is exactly what we need to do, folks. And I am way behind in the chat, and there are some great comments in the chat, and keep them coming, folks, because that's how we all learn, share information, and grow together. Jay Creature says, don't let body armor give you a false sense of security. You got that right. The best way I can describe it, if there was a train with a pencil on the front and it hit you but didn't penetrate, would you still die? You never know. You could have a heart attack. After the train hit you, it could toss you and run you over. There are many ways. And number one, if I have to put on body armor, then we got a whole different situation on hand, and I'm going to act accordingly. I'll leave it at that. But yes, we have to always understand when to avoid and when to engage. I'll leave it at that. So know when to avoid, know when to engage. I will always opt to avoid first. The only way I am going to engage is if my life or my family's life is directly at hand, affected or threatened. I will say threatened, and then it's game on. As Jay Creature says, correct, Jay, correct. Black helicopter, right. Noise in the background, wheels up in 5. Wheels up in 5. You got that right, Jay. Yes. It is absolutely, as Parabellum Prepper says, like Shaun of the Dead, right, folks? You better know when to flight or fight. Orion Prepper Preparedness says, I keep a small air horn and a can of OC spray in my drive door compartment. An air horn to someone's ear gets their attention real quick. Correct. If not, make them back up, scatter, run, or look at you crazy, and probably all of the above. You're absolutely right. As Estain 85 says, if you live near water bodies en route to home, keep a floating device too. Now, I'm glad you said that, Estain, because my get home bag that is in my truck is also a floating device. You can literally blow into that backpack and it blows up to also be a floating device if I need to use it and I'm near a body of water and I had to vacate my vehicle. That is extreme, but it's, if necessary, it is there. Moonsprout, welcome. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well this evening. Good to see you. As old Mutt said, working in prison, you learn to evaluate people as to how much of a threat they are. That right there is gold, folks. And as I am one of old Mutt's kids, because I learned so much from him, I'm one of his kids, and I can't wait to meet you at the Bug Out Weekend so we can have more conversations. But learn how to evaluate people, folks, and assess the threat level that they are to you. Orion Preparedness says, we have secondary and tertiary rally points, have multiple points to go to if necessary, people, to meet up with family and friends and get home safely. I cannot say enough about that. If you are in the middle of a crowd, especially if important, you're trying to move in a direction of the crowd and you can make your way until you can make your way safely outside of the crowd, separate yourself and get to safety and get out of there and get home. Also, we talked about this, we alluded to this, avoid heavily trafficked areas. If everybody is trying to get on 70 to get out, you may want to think about alternative route. That's why we talk about having 2, 3, 4 alternative routes that you can get out of and stay safe and get out of harm's way. As All American Prepper says, I'm a very large advocate of knife self-defense. I have a playlist on my channel, All American Prepper 13. Everyone should learn how to use a knife. And I will say this briefly without outing the person who volunteered for this. But if you show up at the Bug Out Weekend, there may be exactly such a mini course going to be conducted. And I'll leave it at that, folks. And speaking of that, Bug Out Weekend, folks, we're 2 weeks out. If you have not registered for Bug Out Weekend in Dayton, Ohio, if you would like to come, please go to our website, visionpreparedness.org. Hit the About page. You'll see all of the information. You can register for this amazing 3-day event, and it is free. 100% free. Will not cost you a dime to get there other than your time and travel. Please, folks, get there. Like-minded people are coming together. We are going to do a lot of mini courses planned. And later that evening, after we have this massive prize giveaway, because it's our give back to everybody that came, and we eat that evening, we're going to be having a late night fireside chat and just talk and converse about some stuff and what's going on in this cold, cruel world, and what we can do as like-minded people and prepare for the worst when and if it shows up. So Bug Out Weekend, folks, if you can make it, please do. If not, you'll see a pinch. As my brother African Dreaming says, you'll see a pinch of the live stream, and you'll wish you were there. As Jay Creature says, look at Bosnian snipers. Not a single Velcro strap to be found. Those sickos wore tracksuits and sneakers. Tactic cool is often overrated. You're absolutely right, Jay Creature. But folks, you want to avoid heavy traffic at all costs and all times. And I'm going to take a moment here to jump in the chat and see what everybody is saying. They say, yeah, they sell backpacks that look like regular backpacks, but it's ballistic pack. I carry that wherever you need to go. You know, they talk about with all of the school shootings, they talked about ballistic backpacks that the kids could have. It may not be a bad idea for you to carry one also, if necessary. Know when something's going to pop off, especially at a gas station. You never know. Urban Garden Chronicles, good to see you. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good evening. And again, to all the content creators in the chat, please, if you type the word vision, it will drop a link to your channel. Folks, share out, see everybody, check out everybody's content, subscribe, leave a comment on their videos, help the YouTube algorithms go ballistic over there. But yeah, folks, in getting home safely is the number one priority no matter what. How many of us have ever been on our way home and there's been a traffic accident on the highway and traffic is backed up for miles and you get off at the nearest exit? Do you know how to get home from there? And if not, do you meander around just following the cars in front of you, trying to find your way home? Know your area. No other routes, no routes to take to get home safely in a timely manner. Yes. It's amazing what happens when people panic. We shouldn't have to panic. We should always know where we are and know what we're doing. Growing what I eat. Good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. XNYC Prepper, welcome, and I hope you're doing well. And I saw something from you and can't wait to meet you. And I'll leave it at that, my friend. Hope you're having a great evening, a great evening. Oh man, there he is, my guy. And I need to find this in the chat. And I appreciate you more than you know. Soon as I find it, because good Lord, I am way down in the chat. My man, my friend, my brother, a resilient dad, tapping in from the Bay West with much respect. Great topic, my brother. I appreciate you, resilient dad, and I take my hat off to you and to anybody who donates to the channel, because this is something that I don't take for granted, and I appreciate you. You don't have to do it, but I understand and I appreciate it, because all the donations go to the Bug Out Weekend and back into the channel to bring everybody great content, great stuff to give back. And again, resilient dad, I truly appreciate you for everything you do, and thank you, my friend. And good luck with your 5K, because as I spoke earlier, I would not make it. They would find me sitting on a park bench somewhere. X NYC Prepper, thank you for the super sticker. Hats off to you, my friend. And I can't wait to meet you at the Bug Out Weekend. And thank you very much. I appreciate your donation. And also from my friend Jay Creature, who is the self-proclaimed Vision Preparedness Fan Club president of these Northeast United States. I appreciate you, Jay. And again, as always, as he says, I'm retired. You can only get 99 cents. You know what, Jay? That is 99 cents that we did not have. And I appreciate you. And I can't wait to meet you also and hang out with you at the Bug Out Weekend. Thank you very much, Jay, for your donation as always. But folks, when we get donations, it literally renders me speechless, and I have to dig for words, because the thank yous are sincere and they truly come from the bottom of my heart. See, now y'all gonna truly get me in my feelings. The experience with Sassy. Thank you so much, Sassy, for the donation for the Bug Out Weekend. Much appreciated. And by the way, this woman here, she has a great channel, and y'all need to check her out. I appreciate you, Sassy, and thank you for the donations, because y'all didn't have to. And I'm reaching for words. Otherwise, I would sit here in complete awe and speechless from the donations, because that's just what it is. But thank you, Sassy. I appreciate you. Broke Farmer, I see you. And here's my segue for my brother Broke Farmer, because all of y'all need to be growing your own food. And if you're not a gardener, which you're looking at one here, I'm starting to. Broke, if you see behind me, Broke, you'll see my trees that I got to get planted, my blueberries. This is an olive tree right here, blueberry bushes, peach trees, pear trees, the gardens over there. I got a bunch of other stuff over here. And I need to talk to you about some how to deal with insects in the garden. But I will reach out to you at another time, my friend. Thank you. And then again, I just saw a couple folks sneak in here. Mark Kratz, MC, good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well this evening, Mark. And I saw Grace Grimes drop in here, jump in here. Y'all come on in here and sit down. Thank you, Grace. I hope you're having a good evening. As Yardbird says, the survival style results from interacting with everyday life in ways that increase the probability of survival when survival is necessary. And that right there, folks, I'm going to leave that there, because that is the truth. And that is a gem from my friend Yardbirds, who's been dropping knowledge all day long. And we all need to know that the survivor style results from interacting with everyday life in ways that increase our probability of survival when survival is necessary. Got that right. Got that right. Parabellum says, I have 4 to 5 blueberry bushes. Net them, or else they will be picked clean. Correct. I am going to do that. JHT Survival, good to see you. Definitely need to be growing your own food. You should also get some knowledge on growing indoors if a real crisis occurs. You're absolutely right, JHT Survival, and thank you for that. And I truly, truly appreciate that. And folks, grow your own food. We have to. It's to the point, in my opinion, we don't know what they're putting in our food. And I really don't want to check that out or take that precaution. So I'm taking the precaution and growing my own food. Yes, Mark, and I watched that. Colorado Snake installed a copper kitchen sink and new garage disposal. There you go. Cat 4 tourniquets are best. Parabellum, I use Cat 5s. The new cat tourniquet, not new, but the cat tourniquets. But yes, cat tourniquets, soft T tourniquets, those are only two I recommend. I prefer a cat tourniquet. You're absolutely right. And I did miss the question leading to his response. Yes, but I missed it. And thank you, Moonsprout. And I'm way behind in the chat. As Urban Garden Chronicles, yep, the birds already coming with their knives, with their knife and forks to eat her berries. Cover the berries. I got you. I will go find some netting and cover the berry tree, the bushes, the blueberries. What else I got over? I got blackberries also. So I will definitely be doing that. Yes. And the dude, good to see you, my brother. Hope you're doing well. I'm learning, and I learn from everybody on YouTube, the gardeners, everybody. Y'all better get you a broke farmer or a lead farmer 7.3 or hands in the dirt or J3 GS farm. You better talk to somebody, or my Renaissance grandma, somebody that gardens regularly, yearly, and year round. If you got questions, find them, and we're gonna go from there. Sassy, what? Thank you. Come on, girl. Come on, Sassy. Thank you. I truly appreciate it. A little bit more to help with Bug Out Weekend. Thank you, Sassy. It is much appreciated. And thank you very much. Right, you right, Regional Sky Girl. Yeah, she's showing out. Yes. And Sassy, here's Jay Creature's comment. Would you like a husky boyfriend? I'm old but amusing. By the way, Jay Creature, Tight Vision. Folks, if you have not checked out Dre Creature's channel, he is funny. He is very amusing, and I can't wait to hang out with him at the Bug Out Weekend for sure. And Mark says, toss a rattlesnake. They make good crowd control tools. Yes, they do, Mark, but I would have a problem with that because I am not going to catch one or pick one up. Wait a minute. Hold up. My one of my amazing moderators, Fed Up American, bruh, thank you for the donation for the Bug Out Weekend. Hats off to you too. Good friend of mine. He's here in Ohio. We've met up a couple times. We broke bread together. We drank coffee together, and we hang out whenever we can. And thank you for that, Fed Up American. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. It's 7:30. Good gracious. So let's look at the poll. Let's go ahead. And if you haven't voted, you got 5 seconds to vote in the poll. Then we're going to end it and we're going to talk and go on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Poll is over. And hopefully the results are in the chat. And if a major event happens, do you think you will be home? Wow. 70% said yes. 29% said no. 92 votes. That. I'm shocked because here's why. And here's my analogy behind why I'm shocked that 70% said they think they will be home. Now, either you work from home or you're stay at home, whatever, or whatever. But my analogy was, and still is, that if there is a major SHTF event, it's going to happen during the day when most people are away from their home. That way it will cause more chaos in getting home. Come on, y'all. Really? No way. A resilient dad? Thank you, my brother. I more motivation from the motivator. I appreciate you, brother. Hats off and thank you. And wait a minute. Okay. And Sassy said this is for the bug out weekend. Thank you. And Devil Dog Prepper. I can't help but help you, Trent. See you in 2 weeks. Do me a favor, Devil Dog. When you check in, ask for me at the table if I'm not already at the table, and either somebody at the table will direct you. Come make a beeline so I can personally shake your hand and say thank you, because you didn't have to. Sassy, the same for you and anybody that donated, except Fed Up America, because I know him. He'll probably be there before I will to help set up and everything else. But folks, thank you so much. Y'all didn't have to, and I'm lost for words other than thank you, because you didn't have to, and it is much appreciated. And I'm gonna leave it at that and move on to deflect. As Mark Kratz, MC, said, if you work 8 hours, is only 33% of a 24-hour day. You're absolutely right, Mark. The dude said we have to have a major false flag event again. It's all to kick off our bankrupt economy down the road, bailouts again for everybody. Or my just opinion. You may be onto something, the dude. And I hear something rustling around over there in the background. Just wanted to take a look to make sure I didn't have to pull out anything or act any way necessary. As Parabellum Prepper says, Devil Dog, you don't need that money for crayons. You know, folks, and as Ghost Lincoln says, Super Chat War has begun. You know what, folks? I thank you, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Yes, Sky Girl, I screaming. Yes, crayons, and more crayons. But yes, Jay Creature says there's 72 people here. If we each blast $1 in, Trent may have a stroke, or maybe he has Journey play the bug out weekend. That's true, Jay. One of the two. Y'all. By far, I'm speechless, and you don't have to. Don't listen to Jay Creature just because he is the self-proclaimed Vision Preparedness Fan Club Vice President of the Northeastern section of the United States of America. Don't pay him no mind, y'all. Jay Creature, Trent's only getting donations because he isn't wearing pants. See? And y'all wonder why I laugh at Jay Creature. Folks, y'all have made my day today, my evening. And I'm not even talking about the donations. I'm just talking about the chat, the interaction. We've been here an hour and 6 minutes. We got 73 people in the live stream. I want to say thank you to everybody. And loving me, Tracy Anderson, $1.99. Thank you, Tracy. Hats off to you. I'm gonna just leave my hat off because y'all have caught me. And yeah, thank you, Tracy. You didn't have to. As Mark says, I think 0200, 0300 hours is the best time to set off an EMP. And I agree with you with that, Mark. You're absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. And what else? Prepper Book Club. Bug out weekend. Wish I could travel. Wish I could be there. Bruh, I wish you could be there too. Catch us on the live stream Saturday night. And I will personally give you a mad shout out. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate you. Folks, y'all don't have to do this now. Thank you, Mark Kratz, MC. I appreciate you. Folks, if you have not checked out Mark, I had the pleasure of him accepting to being on a live with me and Roaming Prepper about home defense plans and tactical plans, which is in our playlist here as a live stream. If you have not checked out Mark Kratz MC's channel, please do so, because he is a good man and he is a great friend that I call in the great state of Texas, because he got me thinking about coming down there and doing some training with him, which I would love to do, Mark. Sassy, come on. Sassy, you see what you started, Jay Creature? You promise. All right, I'm gonna keep you to your promise, Sassy. And that is true, Mark. Right, YouTube gets 40%, and that's okay. It is what it is. But Sassy, thank you. I appreciate you. And a stained 85, thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate it. And I'm gonna tell y'all now, stop. No more. No more. Old Mutt, I'm with you, my friend, and I will, Old Mutt, and we're gonna have a conversation or multiple conversations at the Bug Out Weekend, especially during the fireside chat. And I'm gonna need you. I'm truly gonna need you, and I appreciate you more than you know or think, because I am one of Old Mutt's kids. But thank you, Old Mutt. I appreciate you. See how y'all do, Jay Creature? You don't listen. No, stop, Jay Creature. Stop. But folks, truly, I'm babbling now because I'm floored and I'm taken back. All of you guys, it is amazing, and I want to thank you. Ghost Lincoln, man, come on, dude. See, y'all, you can't. You got to stop. Please, okay, y'all? Now I'm embarrassed. Yes. J3GS, yes. Cash App, that I will do. Not today though, but I will. Mark, thank you again, and please, I'm bewildered, befuddled, and now I'm really tripping over my words. I thank you, everybody, and I see now. Ghetto, good to see you, my friend. I didn't see you sneak in wherever you are. Hope you're still here. And y'all gotta quit, please. Sister Marie's Kitchen, thank you. Man, y'all don't listen. Help me out here, Old Mutt. If I'm gonna be a leader, folks gotta listen to me. I'm just doing what I can, because all I'm trying to do is help one person. And if I can help one person avoid a disaster, tragic, or anything like that in life, I've completed my job. And Mark, see, Mark, you come on, y'all. Sassy, see, you said no more. No more. You guys can't be doing this. Anyway, getting home safely during chaos, folks, make it a priority. Make it a priority. If you're in that situation that you're safe, you get out of harm's way safely. XNYC Prepper, see, and I appreciate that, and thank you. And, you know, Ghetto says, I'm going to call you up after the live stream and ask to borrow 200. You know what, Ghetto? If you need it, bruh, and I got it, I'll give it to you. What Mad Chat? Happy Mad. Come on, man. Come on, y'all. This is not necessary, folks. Come on, family. I am broke. I am. I'm hanging in. Y'all gonna make me just click and stop the live stream, but I'm not, because I don't want to be rude to anybody. I appreciate it. Happy Mac. Thank you. And that's all I can say. Jay Creature, you please, 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 no more. Right. Exactly. Nobody listens. Nobody listens. Mad Shad, I don't know what to do. So it's Sassy, thank you. I appreciate it. And y'all know it. Y'all know my heart, y'all know my actions. If you know me, then you know me. If you don't know me, stick around, get to know me. If you want to know me, come to the Bug Out Weekend. And just for y'all, I'm gonna drop this link right here, so that if anybody wants to come to the Bug Out Weekend, here is where you can go. The direct link to register and show up at the Bug Out Weekend. You want to show your appreciation? Come hang out and learn some stuff. Hang out with some amazing people. Scooby 1012. I appreciate they do, and welcome and thank you. I hope it's not the last time I see you. It is what it is. Magic, come on. Magic, come on. Y'all don't listen. Y'all don't listen. Virginia Bushcrafter, man, it's real good lately. Lots of sunshine. Yes, get in the garden, folks. Grow your own food. Magic, thank you again. Didn't want to be left out. I appreciate you, Magic. Thank you. But folks, I'm Sassy. I'm trying to find something here, and let me see if I can find something to share with everybody in the chat, because I truly appreciate y'all, and I need to see if I can find this. And if I can, I want everybody that has donated to know that I truly, truly appreciate you. And I'm probably not going to be able to find it because I can't, because I'm looking for it. Tay Weezy, appreciate you. Thank you for the donation, fam. I wish you could be here too. Catch us on the live stream, and all is well. All-American Prepper, well worth every penny. Everyone has donated. Thank you, sir, for this information. Thank you, everyone, for helping the man get the message out. And I couldn't say it any better. Please, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, roaming prepper, please do take care. Let the dogs out. Tell Bentley I said hey, and stay safe, Pete. And I'll be talking with you. By the way, any content creators, type in Vision, drop your link in the chat, and everybody share it out and join them. Subscribe to their channel. We all grow together. I didn't get here by myself, and I'm far from doing everything that I possibly can and will. And I will say this, when I do get back, one of the things I'm going to be doing is spotlighting some of the smaller channels to help them grow, because that's how I grew. I got help from some of the larger channels that spotlighted me on a regular basis, and I want to help. You're right, Virginia Bushcrafter. Bug Out Weekend is going to be awesome. Absolutely, without a doubt. Whiteside Tactical Solutions. If I didn't speak to you, hello, my friend. And you are going to be one of the channels that I want to spotlight in. So sometime in June, expect an email from me. And yes, indeed. And as Jay Creature says, Trent, what was the best year to be alive? The best year to be alive is 1963. That is the best year to be alive. That is the greatest year to be alive. And, mid-GA preparedness cut back collars last night at 02:30 while messing with the bream koi pond. There you go. I got collards sitting right here, mid-GA preparedness, that are going out there in the garden shortly. You can't see it, but it's over there. And then there's another one over there. Yes. But folks, that's what we got to do. I'm looking, my Renaissance grandma, I was looking for something to put in the chat, to put up on the screen, because I do have something. I just got to find it because I don't know where I put them. And knowing me, I may have even deleted it, but maybe not. And we're going to see if they're here. They're not there, but I am looking. But folks, if you have questions, type them in all caps with QQQ in front of them, and we'll get to them. And we're going to get out of here because I don't want to keep everybody, but I thank you. I appreciate everything that everybody has done, participated. The donations were off the chain. No, Sassy, we don't have bears out here. And if you want me to look, because I will look, and I know there isn't bears, but if there is a bear, I got something for the bear just in case. Dan H. Vision. Okay, you collards, where's the okra? I haven't gotten them yet, but I do have them, and I'm going to get those seeds started as well. And Sassy, wait a minute. Yes, Sassy, yes, I did look. There are no bears. And there is something I wanted to play, but I don't know where it is, and I can't find it because I wanted to thank everybody in the chat for the donations that were given tonight. And who was that? Teresa, you have a great night as well, and thank you. And as Mad Shad says, thank you, Trent. Thank you, chat. Have a great night, Shad. And folks, everybody have a blessed evening. And remember this, okay? Keep prepping, because your family is depending on you, and it depends on your life. God bless everybody. Have a safe evening. Have an amazing rest of your week. I will see you in the next video. Vision Preparedness, good night, and God bless you.
I'm Trent, and this is Vision Preparedness.